Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I did a Q&A. Obviously the previous videos have all been like vlogs and mommy things, but I feel like this is the perfect time for me to do a Q&A for you guys. Actually, a lot of you have been asking me questions via my DMs about being a mom and new parenthood, and I feel, you know, now I'm currently 6 weeks post delivery. Elaria is currently 6 weeks old, so I wanted to share with you guys a little bit more on my journey and a little bit more on my delivery, because I feel like I haven't answered a few questions that you guys wanted me to answer. So I'll be going in depth today. Before we get into it, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for 11,000 subs. I literally am so grateful because we just hit 10k subs and then now we're at 11,000 subs, and you know, a lot of you have been enjoying my videos, so thank you so much for that. I'm very grateful. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. The first question that I have is, did you go for natural or C-section? And if so, why? A lot of you may not know based on my delivery video, but I went through C-section instead, not natural birth, because one, I was scared. Two, also because throughout my whole pregnancy, in case you guys didn't watch my pregnancy videos, I do have fainting spells and I faint a lot whenever I'm stressed. There is a scientific term for it, but I forgot what it is. Basically, whenever I feel anxious or stressed, or when it's emotionally related things, I get really stressed and then I pass out. So that was what I was afraid of as well. And my gynae, Dr. Tan, he was wonderful. He, you know, made me feel very comfortable, and it was entirely up to me to decide. So in the end, we decided let's go for C-section, and I don't regret it. It's completely up to the mom. I was really stuck in a limbo between natural and C-section because I've been hearing different things here and there, and everyone was telling me the same thing. Please just go with your heart, whatever you feel most comfortable with, and that's my advice to you. Please go with whatever you're most comfortable with. At the end of the day, it's your body, you're the one delivering a child, and it's a beautiful journey. So yeah. Okay, so I had to bring Elaria along. She's waking up, so while I'm filming, she's gonna be sitting with me. So the second question I got was, how was my confinement? So for my confinement, I was very blessed because when Elaria and I discharged from the hospital, all three of us, we managed to go to MyQueen Confinement. Based off the previous videos, you guys probably know already that I was at MyQueen for 2 weeks, and during those 2 weeks, I'm so grateful because not only did I get to rest, but at this confinement place, they taught us everything. So they taught us how to handle a baby, how to burp a baby, how to feed a baby, how to latch properly, and you know, handle engorgements and stuff. So during those 2 weeks, obviously I had engorgements here and there. I didn't reach mastitis, but I'm so grateful because in my confinement space, Sister Susan really helped me with my engorgements. Oh, okay, why? Oh, I think she's hungry, guys. I think she's hungry. Open sesame. Open sesame. Okay. So back to the confinement question. I was very blessed to be able to learn like how to shower her, how to change her, how to feed her. I think those are the basic things which people think are really easy, but it's not, and it's actually really tough. So MyQueen, they taught us everything. They even taught Daddy as well. So Titus was like learning everything. Like, we literally became experts in 2 weeks. And another big help was also the confinement food that I have, if you guys watch my previous videos. So actually confinement, even though it was just 2 weeks for me in MyQueen, when I went home after those 2 weeks for my remaining 2 weeks in confinement, I was much more educated on how to actually handle her, and I actually like started to actually know how to handle her really well because we were doing it on our own. A lot of like personal situations were going on, so we had to figure a lot of things out on our own, and I was just very grateful for this opportunity with MyQueen. Not everyone gets this, so I really wanted to like talk about it and share, because yeah, it really helped, especially for a new mom with no like previous knowledge about how to handle a baby at all. And you know, I learned a lot about how much to feed them, how to know their hunger cues, and yeah. And also the place was really nice, so whenever people came to visit and whenever I was there working and hustling, you know, I just felt much more at ease than I was. If I were to be at home, it would have been a little bit tougher for me. So I was much more relaxed there, and I also like, you know, learned how to adjust into my routine. I wasn't just like pumped into a routine straight away. I was slowly adjusting by like pumping first and then going into feeding her later. So now I feed her and pump her. I mean, I pump, feed, latch, everything all at the same time, and it's much easier for me. So yeah. The next question is, how was my cesarean recovery for me? Like I said, because of being in confinement, for my recovery it was much more easier. Basically because I had the sisters and the nurses there to help me dress my wound. They even taught Titus how to dress my wound. They helped me, you know, like get up and walk whenever I couldn't. So it really gave me the time to rest. I think especially after giving birth, you feel really exhausted. Like even at the hospital, I was so thankful because Thompson, they really also did an amazing job at helping me. The nurses there were so sweet. I remember not being able to pee, and the nurse literally watched me pee, and she literally assisted me in peeing and getting back up, because the next day after your cesarean, you literally, you know, when you look down, you feel pain. I was on painkillers, so yeah. The next question is, do you think your life has changed after becoming a mom, and what was the biggest challenge? I definitely think my life has changed after becoming a mom. Like, you know, I never imagined the day that I would be doing this on camera while I'm speaking, but I think it has definitely changed the way I think, the way I view things. You know, I'm still young, but I think before giving birth, I was definitely much more immature, much more emotional, much more like unsettled with my thoughts. You know, I had a hard time communicating, had a hard time understanding why certain people do certain things, why certain people think certain ways. But after giving birth, it just made me a more like chill person. However, it also made me a much more insecure person. I'm still struggling with it, not gonna lie. I did hit a lot of times where I had like postpartum blues, and it was really tough for me because I felt like no one understand me, which it is really hard to understand me. Although I seem very communicative, the words that come out of my mouth and what I mean is completely different at times. So it was very tough for me, especially because my parents were all the way back in Malaysia. Most of my friends are in Malaysia. I was mainly in Singapore, and I had to talk to them over the phone, so it was pretty tough, not gonna lie. The postpartum blues hit me a lot. I would just cry myself to sleep some nights because I felt like no one could understand. Although I know people were trying, like a lot of people, they really tried, but I just feel like no one really could understand. But that's the biggest challenge, and it also is the biggest blessing, because with those, you know, thoughts and with those baby blue times is where you feel like you become a stronger person. So my gynae, Dr. Tan, always told me, as long as you are aware of it and you can snap yourself out of it, you will be okay. You know, sometimes you can't control why you cry, and that's okay, but I promise you, to whoever's watching this, whether you are pregnant, you are not pregnant, or if you are going through postpartum, you know, blues as well, just know that you will get through it and you can snap out of it. Just, you know, intake more positive thoughts. If it helps, I watch a lot of TD Jake's videos, and it really does help me. Joel Austin, I pray about it, it helps. But back to the question, what was the biggest challenge? I think the biggest challenge is actually the night shifts. Elora is actually a very sweet girl. She doesn't really, you know, cry a lot. She's a very patient girl. She's very sweet. I'm so blessed. My baby is literally so sweet. She doesn't even cry when she's like sitting in her own poo and pee. Like, I have to check if she is, because she doesn't cry. So yeah, but the biggest challenge is pumping and waking up at night, and I guess breastfeeding, it is a big challenge. Yeah, but I tell myself that, you know, this is for her. So yeah. Did you manage to lose your pregnancy weight? I don't know if I shared about this before, but in my first trimester, I lost 6 to 7 kilos. Second trimester, I was using the time to gain back those lost weight that I lost, you know. And in my third trimester, I gained about 3 kilos. So my whole pregnancy, overall, I gained 3 kilos. So I managed to lose half of it during my first month breastfeeding, but also because during my first month, I ate so much chocolate, I don't think I lost it. I think I gained it back. And then only in my 2 weeks after confinement, I managed to lose all the 3 kg because 1, I changed my diet. 2, I was breastfeeding. 3, I was also taking a 100% vegan and natural Nutri-Slim jelly, which I just started selling on my Instagram stories. So if you guys want to get any of it, please do DM me. It's actually pretty good. It's natural, so it's safe for breastfeeding. I'm breastfeeding and I'm consuming it. That's why it is all natural ingredients. I'm very particular of what I intake, but this has helped me block out the fat in the foods that I take, the oils, which actually, in my opinion, is better because it gives me a better supply of milk. This is just my personal opinion, okay? But yes, I managed to lose the weight, and I'm still in the middle of losing it. I actually am going to start my massages with PNSG soon, post the post delivery ones with PNSG soon, and I'm also going to be starting my postpartum journey with DRX soon as well, so stay tuned for that. I'm so blessed to have all these partners to work together with me during my postpartum I will share more with you guys. Yeah. Last question is, any advice for pregnant mummies or postnatal mummies or people going through something similar? My advice is, please be happy. Try to think positive thoughts, you know. Honestly, I know it's hard. Always remember that you are amazing. You are going through something that is so incredible. You literally are bringing, or you brought a life into the world. Please be easy on yourself. It may not be easy. I wish somebody told me this, you know, when I was pregnant, but it may not be easy, you know, but it is so beautiful. Please don't be hard on yourself. Don't blame yourself for things that happen that are out of your control. Don't blame yourself for the what ifs and things that have passed. Learn to forgive yourself for it and try to do better. You know, someday, at the right time when you're able, then be the best version of yourself and own up for all of it. But in the meantime, be kinder to yourself, because you are amazing again, and you are bringing a life into the world. And look how worth it is. Like, look how worth it is to have a mini you. And if you're a mommy that has already given birth, just look at your baby, okay? It's literally a mini you. It's literally something that came out of you. You're doing great. Keep continuing to do great things. You will be okay, okay? And if you ever need help, or if you need someone to talk to a friend, talk to someone, it will help. And remember that you are not alone. There's somebody out there in this world that understands you, and that's all that matters. Right, Olivia? Right, baby? You drink milk. Okay, time to burp. Time to burp. Do you want to burp? Okay, time to burp. So I want to thank all of you for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I gotta get Olivia more milk. She's getting angry because she's hungry. I'm trying to feed her in separate feeds right now, so yeah. And I just want to say thank you so much again for supporting me on my postpartum journey so far. If you guys have any more questions, make sure to ask them in the comments below, and I would love to answer them. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications, because I'm posting every week. And thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye everyone. Bye.